We all know tourism is big in South Dakota. It's one of our leading economic industries, right behind agriculture. But just across the border in Iowa, there's a hidden gem. It's a place that's not on any tourist map. As KELOLAND's Don Jorgensen shows you in tonight's Eye on KELOLAND, if you ever visit, you'll probably want to go back.
Well, it was a short-lived town. It started in the late 1800s, and during the Depression, it pretty well folded up.
But now things are beginning to unfold in the small town of Granite, Iowa, where there's a reflection of days gone by.
But it never was a big populated town. It was more of a trade town.
When the town folded following the Depression, Darrell Hansen's dad bought most of the land and any remaining buildings in Granite. It wasn't until 1983 when things began to take off again. One day, Hansen, who loves cast iron and antique equipment, bought 2 old thrashing machines. He's always loved watching how the old-timers used to thrash grain. One day he decided he wanted to try out his thrashing machines and give them a whirl.
So we thrashed over the hill here on a Sunday afternoon, and we had a heck of a big turnout, and there was a lot of people wanted to do it again, so we did it again.
It became so popular, they decided to make it a yearly event, and that's how the Threshing Bee began.
We put up tents for some shade and whatnot, and then we just started building buildings and moving buildings in, and here we are 40 years later.
The third weekend in July, people from all over the United States come to see this blast from the past when life was a little simpler. This past summer, Hansen couldn't believe his eyes.
This year, and don't quite understand it, why, you think after this is our 40th year, you think you would get a plateau, and it just every year it's just more and more. I mean, you probably couldn't even have fell down this year. There's so many people in here,
Hansen needs a lot of help keeping this tiny town alive. They now have a board that meets every Thursday for coffee and share ideas. They also started to enlist members to volunteer, basically to do whatever needs to be done. Gary Greasy, a retired ag teacher from Brandon, is one of them.
When I retired, I've got my own little shop, and I restore antique farm equipment and tractors. And it's a way of life.
That's exactly how he feels about Granite. It, too, is a way of life for those people who have signed up to keep this town running.
Well, I'm going to tell you, we've got a lot of guys down here that come down and donate their time. And
a lot of them are retired.
They're a lot of happy people because of the fact that they've got a full purpose, and Granite is a full-time job if you want to really put yourself out. Just a lot of different projects. Project comes in, everybody jumps in it and gets the job done.
While everything here is from days gone by, there is one thing that's pretty new: the people who come to attend the Threshing Bee.
We just noticed that there was all kinds of strollers and young people around, which is good because they got to come down here and see this stuff, and hopefully at some point in their life they'll see something that we can plant the seed that they can buy and come back or whatever, because they got to keep this stuff going because us old boys ain't going to be around forever.
Greasy says it's a great place for families to come watch the Threshing Bee and have some fun and relax.
Here's a safe, neat place to have it. Park-like atmosphere, the kids are safe, and playground equipment and stuff like that. What better place can you get? And you don't find that everywhere.
But you'll find it here as the sun sets on another tourist town that you should never take for granted.
What a fun project. This year, they are starting something new for the winter. They're decorating the town in Christmas lights for everyone to come and see. They will light up the town the Thursday before Christmas, and all to raise money for charity. To learn more about Granite and all there is to do there, we provided a link under this story on KELOLAND.com.